Hello, girls. Welcome back to our session. Have a good day, everyone. Materials needed for this session are your book, your literary companion book, your pen, and of course, your notebook. Our lesson for today is on figurative language or figurative languages. So please open your books on page 204 and 205. In this lesson, you are expected to first is give the characteristics of figurative language. Second is identify language devices used in sentences. And lastly, use figurative languages in meaningful sentences. So before we get deeper into the different types of figurative language, let's have first an overview on what is a figurative language. Usually, writers really use a figurative language in their writings. First, of course, this is their tool. It is a tool for writers. Why? Because it puts a picture in the reader's mind. Second is next, it helps the reader better connect with the story. Next, it helps the reader to better understand the story. Simile. This is one of the most commonly used figurative languages in English. It is used to compare two things. If you are going to compare two things, you are to use the word like and as to make comparisons. This is the basis of the simile. Let's take these examples. First sentence, please read. Okay, so Chrissy is as pretty as a picture. Now, you notice that your subject is Chrissy. To whom do we compare Chrissy? Okay, very good. It is the picture. So you compare Chrissy that she is as pretty as the picture. So you compare using the word as. Next, please read number 2. Okay, so her hair shines like the sun. Her hair is your subject that shines like the sun. You compare her hair to a sun. And what word did you use? You use the word like. And the last sentence, her eyes sparkle like the stars in the sky. So, to where do you compare her eyes? The stars in the sky. So, you compare it using the word like. Okay, let's try if you understand simile. On your notebook, try to think of your own examples of simile. Write at least 2 sentences. Metaphor. It is used to compare two things. Same as your simile. Both of them are used to compare two things. But the only difference is you need not to use anymore the words like or as in your metaphor because a metaphor states that it is just it is. Meaning to say, there is a direct comparison in your metaphor. Direct meaning to say, direct comparison of one object to another object. So let's take these examples. First, John's mind as a computer. So you compare the mind of John to a computer. Okay, directly comparing John's mind to a computer. Next, my mom is a workhorse. Meaning to say, workhorse. When we say workhorse, it dependently performs work hard over a long period of time. So you compare your mom to that. Okay? So you don't anymore use the word as or like. Next, Bob is the snake in the grass. So who is the snake in the grass? It is Bob. Meaning to say you directly compare Bob as the snake in the grass. So in all of these examples, there is no use or there are no use of your words like or as because it is a direct comparison of your subject to another subject. Again, let's have a try. On your notebook, try to think and write your own examples of metaphor. Write at least two meaningful sentences. Personification. From the word person, you give life to a non-human object. Okay? So that is why it is called personification language. Sometimes a writer will give human characteristics to non-human things. Objects, ideas, places, or animals may be given human qualities. That is the power of personification. And they may perform human actions, have human emotions, or take on human physical characteristics. Okay, let's take these examples. The cunning fox planned his next move. Cunning means you show a skill of achieving something. So who usually shows skill? Who usually can? It's only humans, right? So you give a person characteristics to a fox that he planned his next move. Next, the rock waited patiently. Who usually wait patiently? It's only humans, right? Next, the angry clouds tormented the town below. Angry clouds. Does or do clouds get angry? Of course no, right? So you give person characteristics to clouds. So what do we mean by this sentence? The angry clouds. There is a strong or heavy rain or there is a thunderstorm. Next, the hare was furious after losing the race. Hare, when we say hare, it is a mammal, okay? A large rabbit was furious. Furious, okay? Get angry, okay? So he usually gets angry. It is after losing the race. It is only human. So in all these sentences, you give life to a non-human or non-person characteristics. Now it's your turn to think and write your own examples of personification. Write at least two sentences on your notebook. Okay, again, on your notebook, write sentences to describe this picture. Use the three figurative languages we have just discussed. This ends our lesson for today. Goodbye.